So the season went bad to worse for Mavs fans. I'm recording this straight after the loss to the Kings, and unfortunately, it's been confirmed that Kyrie Irving has ruptured his ACL. He's going to be out for the year and probably part of next year as well. And that's on top of Gafford being out, PJ being out. We don't have AD. We don't have Caleb Martin. There's a lot of names that are missing from this Mavs team. So what we're going to do in today's video, we're going to do a worst case scenario rebuild. So in the offseason, this means that we're going to not re-sign Kyrie Irving. We're going to pretend that Kyrie says he doesn't want to come back to Dallas and he wants to test free agency and go elsewhere. We're also going to act like Klay Thompson is going to request a trade, because Klay came to Dallas to play with Luka and play with Kyrie. If Luka's gone because they traded him for whatever reason, which I'm not going to go into because I've done that so many times on this channel, and if Kyrie is not there as well, why would Klay stick around? There's going to be some questions asked for some of these other players, so we have to play Caleb Martin at least, because I think he's back next game against the Bucks. I'm not too sure of the game after, so we're going to play him some decent minutes. But Hardy's now out long term as well. Lively's obviously out. So yeah, this team is hopefully going to be bad. What we're going to do is we're going to shut down AD. We're going to shut down the other guys, and we're going to basically just tank the rest of the season. And hopefully we miss out on the playoffs. I know this is crazy coming from a team that finished second last year. We won the Western Conference Finals. We came runner-up to Boston, but this is where we're at right now. This is where it has to be, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. At the end of year one, we see Jokic winning MVP. We have Rookie of the Year going to Stephon Castle, which I haven't seen before. Naz Reid wins Sixth Man of the Year. Depoy goes to Giannis because of AD. And Jaren Jackson, I think he's injured now too. Armin Thompson, and obviously Wemby going down. Armin Thompson, most improved. Clutch player, Trae Young. And Kenny Atkinson is your coach of the year. So very interesting stuff. I don't think we're going to get any Mavs on any of these teams. Definitely not. Okay, cool. So what we need to focus on, we missed the play-ins, which is fine. It's exactly what we wanted. We want a good pick in this year's draft. So we end up finishing 11th, so below the Suns. It would have been nice if we lost a few more games, but hey, we're going to get a pick probably in the top 10, which would be lovely. So let's see who wins the finals this year. And let's just move over to the middle. And it looks like it's going to be Boston coming up against the Nuggets. So I don't really see the Nuggets getting through simulation that often, and the Boston Celtics win in 7. Jaylen Brown is your finals MVP, so no finals MVP for Jason Tatum again. So we're over at LeBron, over at Chris Paul, and I think that will be good for now. Okay, cool. So draft lottery. This is going to be an important start to the video. Oh no. Did Klay retire? It doesn't look like he did. Okay, that's fine. My idea is going... Wait, we finished... Wait, did we jump up? Wait. We had pick 12 and we jump up to pick 4. That's okay. Okay, I'm not even going to question it. So the Magic have pick 10. Do they have another pick? They have pick 26 as well. All right. I'm going to go and have a chat to the Magic once we get past all this. So Jason Kidd's going to stay the coach. We're going to go to NBA draft time. And the Orlando Magic are the team that I want to try and send Klay Thompson to. So if we bring Klay Thompson into here, I don't want to give up pick 4, but we can give up another player maybe. And if we go over to the Orlando Magic, I don't know if Klay's even worth a pick 26, but like, it's a late first round pick. They have pick 10 as well. They might not even want him. So we need to bring back some salary in this trade as well. Do we maybe ask for a Cole Anthony? Like, does that get it done? He's a 3-star trade value. Okay, that's a bit interesting. Anthony Black's expired. Like KCP, like, are they going to say that that was a bad signing? Would Gary Harris? No, they still need a little bit more. Yeah, I'm not sure who we kind of go after here. So it would have to, maybe KCP does get this done. Like KCP has been pretty bad this year. So we like take the first to take on KCP's contract and we give them Klay Thompson. Like, would they potentially do this? They want a first round pick and they'll give us Gary Harris. Is there any way we can get out of this without trading anyone super good? Like all these guys are pretty much expired and stuff. Okay. I'd love to just take on Gary Harris. Could we maybe flip Caleb Martin for KCP? Like, would that work? Caleb Martin and Klay Thompson for a first round pick and KCP. They agree. Okay, so we get out of the Caleb Martin contract. We get out of the Klay Thompson contract. We bring in KCP, who we could potentially flip. Like, we could include him in a trade if we want. So Cooper Flag goes number 1 overall. And number 2 is going to be Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper would have been awesome to bring in on this team, honestly. Ace Bailey goes number 3. And then we're on the board here. So Yakashonis is here. And I really like Yakashonis. I really like the idea of bringing him in. Igor Demon's also here. Here's a Hall of Fame. Here's a Hall of Fame level. But I think Yakashonis is going to be a good little addition to this team. He's a good playmaker. Good 3-point shooter. They're both kind of the same. 3-level scoring playmaker. Playmaking perimeter threat. VJ would be nice. But I think I'm going to go Yakashonis here. Yeah, we're going to go Yakashonis. He's going to be the point guard of the future. And now we move down to pick 26. And with this pick, I don't know where we're going to go. Danny Wolf, maybe. No. JT Toppin's here. Damn, all the players that I was kind of thinking about taking are all gone. So maybe we'll go Junai Broom. He's 6'10", could be a good backup power forwards AD next year. Okay, cool. So that's a good little acquisition for us. 2 rookies that we can kind of build around. So obviously Kyrie, we're going to let walk in free agency here. Dwight Powell accepts his free agency offer. So qualifying offer. I will give Kessler Edwards the qualifying offer. I think he would be fine to bring back. And then we're going to have to reset a little bit. So we're actually signed Kessler Edwards. We'll go 3 years with a team option, 2.5 mil. We'll see if he accepts that. And he does. He accepts that. So do we want to bring back Dante Exum? I think we have to bring back Exum. If he's still here, that is. I think he's going to be important to have around on this team. So yeah, we'll go 2-year contract. Make sure we sign him up because he's important for this team. And I think Kyrie is going to be fine to be let go. Okay, so I still think there's moves to be made here. I think Jaden Hardy's probably out the door. I don't think he's developed as much as we want him to develop. So does Exum go up or down as a point guard? He stays the same. So Exum could be the backup point guard if we really wanted to. And we could definitely, like, I want to be good next year. I don't want to be bad next year. This is kind of like a retool, rebrand type year. Like, KCP's great to have on this team. So, like, for 1 year, he's got a player option, though. Like, is there much we can get for KCP and Jaden Hardy? That's going to be the offer that I'm looking at. And I think we have a few first-round picks we can throw around. So, is there a point guard hanging around that could be on the trade table? That could be on the move? Like, Tyler Hero could be fun, but I don't think we'll ever get Tyler Hero. We're not going to get Jordan Poole. Anthony Simons is an interesting one. Like, would they potentially want to trade Anthony Simons? And we can throw Omax in this deal as well. And do we have a first we can give? We have this Lakers pick, but I kind of want to keep some draft capital. Let's see if they'll accept this. Anthony Simons, they do. Okay, all right. That's very interesting. So we've got Anthony Simons now. So we can move Exum back to the shooting guard, which I feel like he would actually play. So, okay. So our rotation next year, we did a bit of a retooling year. We bring in some younger players. And we're going to have AD obviously be the main feature of this team. Kessler Edwards is probably going to get some minutes off the bench. Unless we want to start PJ, which I think I want to. So we'll go PJ small forward. So Simon Jakishonis, Christie Exum, PJ Washington, Najee Marshall. We might get a backup power forward for a year, and then obviously Gafford and Lively. So let's see if there's any power forwards here. Yeah, we're going to obviously renounce the rights on all these guys. Unfortunately, I would love to bring back Spence. Maybe we can bring him back on a minimum. So there any players here? So Caleb Martin is here. Bol is here. Like, he could be a decent option for a year or two. We'll go like 5 mil and go like a team option. See if he would want to sign that, and he does. Cool. All right. So is Dinwiddie here as well? Maybe he's not. Has he already signed somewhere else? He may have signed somewhere else actually. I don't know what he actually is. Is he like a 75 overall? Would be nice to bring him in for the vibes. Ben Simmons actually would have been a nice power forward backup, but it's a bit late for that now. AJ Mitchell is here too, but I feel like we always get AJ Mitchell. Davion Mitchell's here too. There's so many players that are here. Bryce Sensabaugh hasn't been signed. Tristan Da Silva. Jalen Wilson. Yeah, there's a lot of pretty good players here. We can definitely sign someone for like Trendon Watford. Like just as like a 2-year contract. Oh, we're way over. Okay, we only have a minimum contract offer. Okay, that's fine. I don't see Dinwiddie here anymore, so yeah, that's fine. We'll just move on through free agency. Okay, so we're done from the first off season. It's a big off season for sure. Anthony Davis is an 83 overall. Everyone's kind of going down, which is a little bit disappointing. I don't know if we're going to stop at the deadline, but it's definitely going to be a team that we have to watch moving forward. Anthony Simons was a big pickup. We traded a bit of depth and some young players, but I feel like the Trailblazers might actually accept that. Anthony Simons has been a bit up and down this year. No way, shape or form, I feel like they'd want a pick, so we did get out of offering them a pick, but I don't think this is 100% realistic, but maybe it's a pivot that the Mavs could make if Kyrie says, hey, I'm going elsewhere. And I don't actually know where Kyrie signed, so we'll quickly look at that as well. But I'm looking forward for this season. Like, obviously, Anthony Simons may not be the piece that we really want, and we're going to have to hope for some development elsewhere, but I'm happy for this team. Was Kyrie a point guard or a shooting guard? I think he was a point guard. Where could he have actually signed? That's the question. Maybe he's a shooting guard? Wait, tell me he's actually in the league and he's not gone elsewhere. Is he a free agent? Wait, what? Am I tripping? Wait, is Kyrie actually a free agent or something? Is he just not in the league? Wait, I'm so confused. So Julius Randle's a free agent. John Collins is a free agent. There's so many free agents here. Okay, I didn't see where Kyrie was. Okay, is what it is. Maybe I missed him. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to go a 10-man rotation and bench utilization. We're going to shrink down to at least a 40. So Simons, Exum. I think we're going to start Max Christie over Exum. And Gafford, yeah, we're just going to kind of shrink this bench rotation down a little bit. I'm going to also start PJ over Najee Marshall. So Bol, we're not going to play campaign. That's going to go to Yakashonis. We're going to play Yakashonis at least 10 minutes a night to see what he has. And yeah, I like the look of this team. So 32, we'll go 30 to you and PJ. And then we'll go 32. And I guess you guys can have 31 each. Okay, cool. So we're going to switch the system proficiency back to, so 7 seconds is 3.5. Balance is 3. Perimeter centric is 3.5. Post centric. I guess we'll just go balanced. It's a preferred system. Hopefully we get good. Okay, I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. Technically year number 1. At the end of the year, Shea wins MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to Cooper Flag. James Harden, 6th Player of the Year. Depoy goes to Wemby. Jarris Walker, Most Improved. Clutch player, Kyrie over in the Clippers. So I must have missed that, my mistake. Jason Kidd is the Coach of the Year. So that's us, 61 and 21. So we bounced back really well with this Mavs team. We get Anthony Davis here on All NBA 3rd team. Do we get him on All Defensive team 2? We do. Cool. And Rookie of the Year, we do get Jasper here on 2nd. Casper Yakashonas. I think that's how we say it. So we're the 1 seed. So we shed some players, obviously, and got rid of Luka. So Anthony Simons was awesome. That is nuts. 42% from 3, almost 50 from the field, almost 90 from the free throw line. So that's awesome from him. He could have almost been, I guess, like he had a good year this year. Guess he couldn't be Most Improved. But yeah, Anthony Davis is playing really well. PJ being a 3rd scorer. I think we do need a 3rd star here. So we signed PJ, Lively, Anthony Simons, and Gafford, all 2 extensions too. So I think we need a 3rd star still. Maybe this small forward spot. I think Lively can get there eventually, but he's still young and developing. Max Christie was also really good as well. Love to see that from him. So who do we draw in the first round? I'm very interested. We draw Denver, who obviously have a very strong team. Michael Porter Jr. could be someone that we could target in that spot. So we win game 2. We lose game 3. We win game 4. And we lose game 5. Do we go to a game 7? We go to a game 6. We win. So now we draw Minnesota. They beat the Kings. So they have a very good team too. Jeremiah Robinson-Earl and Chris Paul off the bench. Interesting. Some interesting additions to this team. We win game 1. Win game 2. We lose game 3. We lose game 4. We win game 5. And we force a game 6. Okay. Let's see what they want to do with this team. They love playing Najee Marshall over PJ. I guess we can try it. I don't love that. I do love PJ's defense a little bit more, but I mean, yeah, look, this is what's happening. Okay, we switch it a little bit. We definitely choked that quarter. That's nuts. Unless we storm home, we're going home, and we're going home early. That's crazy. So the Spurs end up winning. Wemby coming up against Jalen Brunson. And the Spurs sweep and win in 4. So Wemby is your finals MVP. He wins a ring. Wow, that's nuts. All right. Can't overwrite LeBron anymore. I feel like Kevin Durant would play another year. And I don't think Paul George would retire. Neither would Jimmy Butler. James Harden probably would. DeMar DeRozan. Yeah, these other guys most likely will retire. Okay, cool. Not trying to be super realistic in this rebate, by the way. So we don't own our first, or we do own our first round pick this year. We do there at number 29, but we don't own any other picks here, which is absolutely fine. I want to see if, so the small forward position, was that where he was playing? The Magic. Where is, did we go straight past the Magic? I think we did. There we go. Okay, so I think, okay, Klay Thompson retired. Okay, that's a shame. That's a big shame. So draft lottery, obviously we just saw this. We just saw this. So Jason Kidd, do we want to move on from Jason Kidd? I mean, that was a pretty disappointing exit. Joe Mazzulla is here, who could be interesting to offer a contract to. Obviously Jason Kidd is like a good coach to get. We'll try get Eric Spoelstra. That's someone I haven't really targeted before. And then is there another contract here? Mark Dagnott would be kind of fun. He would be pretty cool for this Mavs team, not gonna lie. Okay, so we get Jason Kidd. Okay, that's fine. We could bring back Jason Kidd. It was a pretty disappointing finals exit, but I mean, we're still in the finals and we bounced back from a down year, so I guess he can have one more chance. Choose prospect. Let's go. I think we'll go Drake Powell here. I do like that signing quite a bit. Dwayne Wade Hall of Fame. Yeah, okay, sign me up for that. Welcome Drake Powell. And then rookie signing, make sure we sign him. Team player options. We'll bring back Bol just for a year. He could just come off the bench or maybe just sit on the bench if we don't really need him. So Dwight Powell, I think we're just gonna let go. Thanks for all the time and you know, all the smacks in the face you got and all that. So we'll move on from him. So our team this year, I think we need a couple of upgrades. I think we can move on from Dante Exum and sign a better backup shooting guard. And then maybe we look to move on from Bol. Or maybe we sign Bol. So I'm unsure if anyone's going to potentially want Dante Exum. But if we can get something for Exum, the Bulls are not going to give us first. We're not going to get firsts for Exum. That's definitely not happening. Like, did he have a good year last year? I mean, he was okay, but I definitely don't think he was worth what people are offering us right now. Like, that's a lot of picks, man. That's a lot of first round picks. Cam Jones is an interesting prospect. Detroit want to give us a first round pick in 2030. I mean, we don't own our first round pick next year. Portland want a pick. Golden State want him, and they want to get off the Buddy Hield contract. Ben Simmons is being offered to us. Okay, I don't think we're going to do a deal with Chicago. We're not going to do a deal with Memphis. We'll do a deal here with Utah, but I don't want that sort of pick. So let's go with this lottery protect. We can't do the lottery protected pick. Wait, can they? Wait, why can they not? Can they not do this trade at all now? Oh, okay. Don't worry. I was being silly. I was being very silly. You're probably yelling at me through the screen. Let's go to Utah, and then let's go and get. Okay, we can ask for a Lakers first round pick next year, which might actually be quite valuable. And then we can ask for this. Maybe let's ask for one first round pick here. That seems to be quite valuable. So let's not do that one. Let's make sure we get like not a super valuable pick, but like I guess Utah would want Exum just to be a mentor on this team. So we'll go for like a 2029 Jazz pick. Let's see if they'll just do that. They're not interested in anymore at all. Okay, that's fine. I guess we can just do the deal that they wanted to do then. I was interested in the Buddy Hield one, but maybe not as much anymore. The Pistons will do 2. The Jazz were doing a 20. We had to give up a first round pick too. I don't want to give up a first round pick. So let's do this Brooklyn Nets one. We'll get like a young center in this trade as well. Okay. And now we can sign a small forward or shooting guard. Sorry, that's going to be a bit better for us. Keon Ellis would be really cool. A bit more of a defensive guard. And we signed Keon Ellis. Okay. I'm really happy with that. That's an awesome acquisition. So our team next year is going to be Simons Yakashonis, Max Christie, Keon Ellis, PJ Washington, Najee Marshall, Anthony Davis, and Bol. I don't really love that Bol pick. But is there anyone else here? There's really no one else here that we can really even, bring in. Okay, I guess Bol lives another year. Okay, let's go into year 2. Hopefully that pick of Keon Ellis might have shored up our defense a little bit and made us a little bit better. Anthony Davis is still regressing. Lively's up. Max Christie's up. Bol and Yakashunas are all up. So, yeah, hopefully this year is a little bit better than the last year and we go one step further. But I guess we'll see. It's going to be an interesting one. So Luka on the Heat wins MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to AJ DeBanter. Cameron Boozer 6th Player of the Year. Depoy Wemby. Ace Bailey Most Improved. Clutch Player Anthony Edwards. And Taylor Jenkins wins Coach of the Year. So we've got a few movements here. So Luka on the Heat, which is crazy. Cameron Boozer somehow got on the Knicks. And then we get Taylor Jenkins on the Spurs now instead of Pop, which is very interesting. Indeed. So we don't get any Mavs on any of these teams. Anthony Davis on all defensive first team, which is nice to see. And that's pretty much it. So we are the 4th seed. We're going up against Golden State in this round. So let's see what happens. Anthony Simons, Anthony Davis. Lively actually scored a bit more. Christie, Marshall, Washington. So I think that small forward position is something I do want to upgrade in the offseason. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. So yeah, they have a pretty decent team here in Golden State. They have Bryce Sensabaugh coming off the bench. So they win game 1 and game 2. Okay, wow. Apparently we don't match up well against them. So a few positional changes there. We'll just let the simulation kind of run its course. So we win game 3. We just don't match up well against the Golden State Warriors at all, apparently. Let's see what happens here. So game 5, we lose. Okay, we lose in the first round. That is insane. So we're going to have to make some big changes this offseason. Wemby and coming up against Luka on the Heat. And, oh wait, no, Luka didn't even make it. So the Spurs beat the Raptors and Wemby is your finals MVP. So Luka's on Miami. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. A very young team there. So quite a few retirees here. Steph Curry calls it time. Paul George, Harrison Barnes, Tim Hardaway. Yeah, a lot of good players. So go down to draft lottery. Let's see what happens here. So I don't think we were in our first round pick this year. So that is indeed going 27 to the Hornets. Okay, very interesting stuff. So staff signing, we got eliminated in the first round. I don't think Jason Kidd makes it through that. So we'll offer Nick Nurse a contract. We'll offer, I don't know, Tyronn Lue's always great. I feel like we get him quite a bit, but he's always such a good coach. Tibbs could be interesting, maybe. Chris Finch, that Timberwolves coach, could be nice. And then we'll offer one more. Quinn Snyder would be kind of fun. Or offer Budenhauser a job as well. So 5 offers out in the market. We can kind of take our pick. Do you want Quinn Snyder or Chris Finch? We'll take Chris Finch. Done. Bam. Okay. Moving on to the draft. I don't think we have a pick in this year's draft, and I don't think we really want to try and get a draft pick. So we'll go through the team player options. So Anthony Davis, we're going to have to sign and Max Christie. We'll keep Hull Beasley, we'll let go, and Kessler Edwards we may as well just keep around as well. So we'll make sure we do that. So 2 big qualifying offers coming up. I'm guessing we're going to have to pay Christie a lot of money, and we're going to have to pay Anthony Davis a lot of money as well. So yeah, we'll offer Anthony Davis maybe 45 mil. Max Christie, we're going to have to offer, we'll go 16 over 4. And then we want to sign Najee Marshall. So I don't think he'll ask for that little. So we'll just go 10 over 3. We'll see if he'll accept that. So we get all those guys. Bol is going to leave us, unfortunately. But that is going to be fine. Please tell me we can actually sign them all. And we do. Okay, great. So backup power forward spot is pretty wide open. Keegan Murray would actually be really good as a backup power forward behind Anthony Davis. And we get him. Cool. All right. So now we need to think about this starting shooting guard spot. So Simons and Yakashonas, I think, are fine. Simons is doing his part. Yakashonas is developing nicely. He might get some more minutes next year. Christie and Ellis, we can potentially use Drake Powell in a trade for a bit of value as well. And I think the small forward is the spot that I want to target. So Anthony Davis, Keegan Murray, Lively. Yep, I'm pretty happy with the rest of this team. It's just that small forward spot. So let's see what we can do. Maybe we trade one. Maybe we trade them both. Both of them is going to get us at least 20 mil. So let's see if there's a small forward out there. So I'm not sure what we kind of need. Do we need a 3rd star? Do we need... Like, Ricochet could be fun. Someone that could score quite a bit. Laurie Markkinen, maybe. Patty Williams. Franz Wagner would be so cool. But that's a lot of money he's on. I don't think we can get close to that. We need 16 more mil for Franz. Like, who would we even throw in this? Like, Gafford is such a good backup center to have. But maybe we throw him in this trade. Max Christie's so good. Keon Ellis is great on defense, though. Is it Gafford that gets thrown in here? Like, is this too much, too less? Like, do we go all in on Franz right now? Potentially. Not Kessler Edwards. Drake Powell. Is it your time to shine? Can we get this done? No. Okay. It's not happening apparently. So that's a lot of money. That's like 36 mil we can potentially use right there. I didn't think we were going to get that done, but it would be kind of interesting if we did. So Cooper Flag, that could be kind of fun to trade for. I don't think we'll ever get that over the line though. Okay, so Michael Porter Jr. is not... Michael Porter Jr. is on the Nets. He signed quite a small contract to play there, actually. All right, so maybe possibly not. Trey Murphy could be fun, but he doesn't really come over well in 2K. Armin Thompson could be really dope. That defense would be really nice to have on this team. So we throw Gafford in this trade as well. We throw Drake Powell in this trade as well. And if maybe that gets it done. No. And a first in 2031. No. And a first in 2030. No. Okay. Didn't think so. It's a big package, but not super amazing. So we're just going to throw it around to everyone, I guess. I don't want Lauren Marketing. Don't want Patty Williams. Don't want McNeely. Asar Thompson, would he get it done? There's a lot of money in this trade. I feel like we can get this done without... maybe a first even. Like Drake Powell, Najee Marshall, and PJ Washington for Asar Thompson. They don't say yes. I'll throw in 1 first-round pick in this trade. They're not interested at all. Maybe 2. There we go. Okay, we get Asar Thompson. Not someone that I get too often, but someone pretty decent to be added to this team. So, yeah, that's a big trade acquisition. Not as big as I'd hoped for, but we definitely need to get a backup small forward in the door. Unless Keegan Murray can play there. And we play Jonai Broom next year. Keegan Murray, can we slide you? Slide you down to small forward spot potentially. So is there a small forward that we can sign? We don't have much money. We can bring back Bol if we really need to, which I actually think we might need to. So we'll offer Bol 4 mil and see if he'll join again. And Bol's back. Okay, cool. I'm pretty happy with that. That's a big trade acquisition that could help with defense a lot. Hopefully Anthony Simons is enough to get this over the line. I think this team is pretty solid. We don't have a 90 overall. Anthony Davis is regressing pretty quickly, but everyone else is kind of coming along nicely. We might have to stop at the deadline. I'm not too sure, but I'll most likely see you at the end of the year. So we didn't have a bad year at all. Wemby wins MVP. Rookie of the year goes to Tyron Stokes. Jaden Ivey on Phoenix is the 6th player of the year. D-Boy Wemby, Nolan Treor most improved, and clutch player Anthony Edwards, with Taylor Jenkins going back-to-back with coach of the years. So do we get any Mavs on any of these teams? We don't. Okay, that's unfortunate. I'm hoping we can still potentially make an impact in these finals with Anthony Davis being as old as he is. And it looks like that's slowly slipping. Okay, so we might need to potentially make a trade at the end of the year for Anthony Davis. I don't even know. So we draw Memphis here with a pretty solid team. They have Chet now. I don't know how they got Chet. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to Memphis. Game 4 goes to us. And Game 5 goes to us. Okay, now we draw the New Orleans Pelicans, who have a very solid team indeed. Not many changes. Game 1 goes to Pelicans. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to us. And Game 5 goes to the Pelicans. Game 6 goes to the Pelicans. Okay. Damn. All right. Let's see what happens when we reset this a little bit. We have such a good team, man. I don't understand why we wouldn't win this. And why we finished 3rd. Like, we played really well. And it looks like we are... Nope. Oh, back. Okay. We get eliminated. That's nuts. I spoke way too soon. And the Pelicans go on to face the Cavs, and the Pelicans sweep and win in 4 Zion. Okay, we're going to go one more year. We're going to go one more year. We're not going to overwrite any of these. I want to win with AD on the team, but he's going to regress a lot. So we're going to have to try and counter that in other ways. So our pick is 28th, which is fine. Staff signing, we've got Chris Finch now. Hopefully he's not a choke artist as well. Hopefully we can get through this, and I don't know, man. Maybe we win it, maybe we don't. We're going to take Josh Leonard here as the shooting guard of the future, and we have pick 20. Wait, what pick was that? What pick was that from? We're also going to take Gavin McCaw here. What pick did we just pick then? Pick 9. Okay, interesting. That's very interesting. Yakashonis we're going to bring back, and Janai Broom. And then we're going to go through the qualifying offers. No one's there. Moratorium. Let's see if we have anyone. Just Kessler Edwards, and everyone else there is fine. So we're just going to move through and clear some cap space. Thank you, Kessler Edwards, for your time in Dallas. And then, so Simons, Yakashonis, Max Christie, Keon Ellis, Asar Thompson, Keegan Murray. This bowl issue is something we have to upgrade. So I think we need to find a backup power forward, and that might be all we do in this offseason. So someone that can handle themselves nicely, like Evan Mobley would be dope. But that's not happening. Just a backup power forward. Naz Reid could be cool. Naz Reid would be fun. Jalen Johnson as the starter would be kind of fun. Josh Hart is probably too old. Yeah, and all these guys don't seem like the best options. Cameron Boozer would be wicked to try and pull out of this Knicks team somehow. But he's a generational prospect, and I really don't think we're going to get him. Unless we just go like Josh Leonard. We go Janai Broom. They're a little bit over in salary cap. We'll take back this guy. And then we'll also throw in... we'll throw in McCaw as well. We'll just throw in all the young guys that we have. Because maybe they want to try and win now. So we'll take back Kelly Marshall as well. And we'll throw in... We can't throw in any first round picks. Okay. Does that get it done at all? It does not get it done at all. Okay, I thought we had access to some first round picks, but clearly not. But that trade package I feel like could work. What was it? Josh Leonard. It was Bol, and it was the other guy we just signed, Janai Broom, actually. So that's a decent package there for a backup power forward who we cannot find. Absolutely cannot find. Jabari Smith as a backup power forward. I mean, he's not playing super well at the moment. It's tough. It's very tough. Nate Ament could be kind of cool. He could develop nicely. Somebody Kamara. Michael Porter Jr. is age 30 now, but I don't think that's going to really make an impact that we want to make. Okay, I'm thinking we potentially try and get... who was I thinking about? Maybe Jabari Smith. Maybe Golden State want to get off that contract. We can give them some young guys instead, and we can have Jabari Smith come off the bench. They agree. Okay, just like that, they agree. And is there anyone else we can sign here? So Dennis Schroeder or Tyler Kolek. Just in case we need to make a trade at the deadline, I guess. So we'll sign Tyler Kolek. And do we want to offer anyone else some money? Could try and bring back Najee Marshall just for the vibes, I guess. He's just a minimum guy. And did we get them? We get Najee Marshall and we get Tyler Kolek. Oh, okay. Atlanta Hawks want Tyler Kolek, so we're not getting Tyler Kolek. I don't think there's anyone else here that we want to maybe try and bring in. Keldon Johnson for the minimum? Sure. I don't know why he's out of the league, but we sign him. Okay, Cool. So moving on to player progression, I'm guessing Anthony Davis is going to be like an 86 overall now, but hopefully someone jumps up to a 90 or close to. And Anthony Simons is just an 84. But we get Jabari Smith, we get Asar Thompson, we get Derek Lively going up, Christie's still going up, Keon Ellis is still going up. This could be our last year. Luka wins MVP. Paul Osario is Rookie of the Year. Six-man Jaden Ivey again. Wemby Depoy, Most Improved Bryson Tilley. Zion Williamson wins Clutch Player of the Year. And Mike Budenhauser wins Coach of the Year. So I don't think we're going to get any Mavs on any of these teams, unfortunately. We get Anthony Davis on all defensive second team. Love to see it. Love to see it. So we end up being the second seed. Okay. I thought we didn't have as much as like a great year. So Anthony Simons led the way. Max Christie breaking out a little bit. Anthony Davis was still good. Derek Lively was good. And Jabari Smith was okay in kind of like a limited role. Actually, I think he didn't start. Okay, so they want to start Jabari Smith. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I guess. It's going to be interesting to see if we actually like fit that. 7 seconds is the preferred proficiency, and we're coming up against Portland, who have Quentin Grimes, Scoot Henderson, DeBanster, Colin Murray Boyles. Yeah, they have a really good team. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to Portland. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to Portland. Game 5 goes to Portland. Man, what are we doing? What are we doing? If we lose this, it's at the end of the video. Like, it's still dark times for the Mavs fans. We haven't really given them much to really crow about. And we force a game 7. So can we please win at home against the Portland Trail Blazers? Like, Anthony Davis is back in the starting lineup. I feel like we're good enough to win it. And we do. We blow them out and we go to round 2. So now we come up against OKC. I think Anthony Davis should just start for the rest of this whole thing. Hopefully he does. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to OKC. Game 4. Let's just start simcasting. I think simcasting is the best way to go. We're away from home on OKC's home court, but hopefully that doesn't stop us, and we can force we lose by 5. Okay, I was going to say we force a 3-1 lead, but it doesn't look like that's the case. And they want to start Jabari now. We win game 5 and we win game 6. We go to the Western Conference Finals. Love to see it. We come up against the Pelicans, who are obviously a very good team. Who does OKC actually have? I didn't actually look at that. Okay, so they don't have Chet. They don't have iHeart. They have a very different team. Interesting. And the Pelicans have a few changes. They have Şengün now. Okay, lovely, lovely. Game 1 goes to the Pelicans. Can we just reset a little bit? Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to us. And Game 5 goes to us. We're through to the finals. Okay, we're coming up against the Bucks. Gigi Jackson and Anthony Simons are your conference finalists. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to the Bucks. Game 4 goes to the Bucks. Okay, now we've got a full series going right now. Game 5 goes to the Bucks. Okay, shoot. All right, Anthony Davis back in the starting lineup. Hopefully he's well rested. Is Giannis even there anymore? I don't even know if Giannis is still in the Bucks anymore. Hopefully we can force a game 7. It does not look like it. We're going back and forth, and unfortunately we're going to lose. Baden Burries is your finals MVP. Do they even have... They don't have... Wow. They have a very different team. Well, we got our way all the way to the finals, and unfortunately we couldn't do it. I still think the post-Luka era is going to be a very scary one. I don't even think we're going to do anything like getting Anthony Simons if Kyrie leaves. I think we're just going to be mediocre, and that's just the Nico Harrison way. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, love and support, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.